you get genetic testing done during your pregnancy? And was baby screened for any disorders after birth?
No, I did not. She has been to every well check and is up to date on everything, and no doctor has had any concerns about her. That is insanely irresponsible to not screen during your pregnancy. She needs to be evaluated immediately. I have had no concerns about her development or seen any signs of anything concerning. Neither have her doctors. Why would she need to be evaluated for anything? You know damn well she has Down syndrome and you're pretending like she's perfectly fine. What is wrong with you? Is Gothel starting that nonsense with you now too? You are more than welcome to attend her next well check and ask her doctor if they are concerned about Down syndrome or anything else. She's already more maternal to her than you ever have been. You have neglected her medical care, and I will be informing my attorney. Good morning. I hope this email finds you well. My name is Daniel Blank, and I am speaking on behalf of my client Mark Blank. He has expressed concerns regarding his daughter's medical care. He has informed me that you refuse to have baby evaluated for a serious medical condition, stating that baby is perfectly healthy. As you know, this is not a healthy example of co-parenting. We have discussed our options, and my client has decided that instead of bringing you back to court to force the evaluation, he will accept you sending all of daughter's medical records, backdated to the first prenatal appointment. If you would like to remain out of court, please forward all medical records to this email as soon as possible. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Blank. As Mark has been added to daughter's birth certificate and is her legal father, he is able to call and obtain any medical information he may want on daughter. I will not be granting access to my medical history without a court order. I got your attorney's email this morning. I'm sure you know my answer. I will once again inform you that you are more than welcome to attend her next well visit if you have any questions or concerns regarding her health. You keep insisting I am able to attend this appointment, but have failed to inform me of who her pediatrician is or when the appointment actually is. It's an empty offer, and you know it. And you have failed to even ask, which shows what on your end, but it is at Blank Pediatrics this Friday at 11 a.m. I shouldn't have to ask for vital information on my daughter. You should have immediately told me. Great. Will you be attending? Either myself or Gothel will be in attendance. Gothel is not welcome to attend. If you are concerned about baby like you claim to be, you will ensure that you can be there. Gothel is waiting in the car with the kids. I will be speaking to the doctor to ensure she is allowed to come in for this visit. So you expect for additional people to squeeze into a tiny room on top of the three of us and the doctor. She is my wife and the stepmother of baby. She needs to be informed. Go ahead and tell them your wife and kids need to attend your affair baby's well visit. Explain that situation. Sounds like you're ashamed of baby. That's a sure sign of a great mother. Oh, I'm not ashamed of baby. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. I have nothing to be ashamed of either. I'm not the one who did something wrong. I just think it's strange that someone who is so supportive of her husband and his many affairs is so insecure that she has to insert herself in every situation I am involved in, or make up disgusting lies about a baby to cause drama. And just what I like to see, a healthy chubby baby. She looks great, you guys. Do you have any questions or concerns for me before I have the nurse come in to do our vaccinations? I don't, but her father does have something he is concerned about. Of course, what are you concerned about, Dad? My wife and I want to have baby evaluated or tested or whatever you do to determine if she has Down syndrome. Well, that was not what I was expecting. Can I ask why you and your wife are concerned about Down syndrome? She clearly has physical markers for it. I want to make sure so that we know how to properly care for her in the case that she does. Sir, no offense, But are we looking at the same baby? Because this little angel in front of me has absolutely no physical markers for Down syndrome. How long have you been in pediatric medicine? I have almost 7 years of experience under my belt at this point. I can assure you that if there were any concern for disorder or disability, we would not hesitate to have her screened. So you are refusing to have her screened. I am telling you that there is no reason to, and it is not medically necessary. I don't care if it is medically necessary. I want her tested. I can put in a referral, but as it is not medically necessary, I can let you know now it will not be covered by her insurance, and without insurance it can cost upwards of $2,000. This is ridiculous. I'm not having baby go and have blood taken because your wife thinks her eyes are too far apart. We don't need the referral doctor. I'm sorry, this is absurd. It's no problem, Courtney. I'll go ahead and let the nurse know it's time for shots. Well, I hope that cleared up any concerns you had about baby's health. The front desk said they gave you the information to access her patient portal and view her records. I was never actually concerned she had Down syndrome. I just wanted to ensure that you weren't lying to me about her health history. You went through all of that to make sure I wasn't lying to you instead of just calling and asking the doctor for her medical history and the doctor's opinion. What do you expect, Courtney? You're a liar. I don't trust anything you say or do. This was how I knew we were at the right office with the right doctor. Plus, I got to see my baby girl in extra time. Speaking of which, you never told me when you wanted to take your visits for this week. I will send you a text with my availability this week since you didn't schedule before Friday. I'll send you what works for us. You get my baby home safely. With my work schedule, I am available to supervise your visits anytime today after 4, Thursday at 5 p.m., and anytime Saturday or Sunday. I can do Tuesday at 10 a.m. and Saturday at 2 p.m. I'm not available Tuesday. Saturday works though. Well, I am not available any of those times. I just got home from the well visit, and I don't want to turn around and head back over to you again. Then we can count today's well visit as a supervised one if you aren't able to make it during any of those times. No, that wasn't a visit. And you know the judge said you needed to cooperate with me. You can't just take away a visit from me. Actually, go ahead, and the judge will see just how controlling you are. You could pick a third party to supervise, but instead you like watching me struggle and see how bad it hurts me that my baby... Where are you? I've been knocking for 20 minutes now, and no one has come to the door to let me in for my visit. This is ridiculous. I am at work. I told you I had to work today. And I told you this was the only time that worked for me. You had the option to assign a third party, and you did not. You are violating the court order. You did not pick times before your cutoff time on Friday. Technically, I get to pick when your visits are, but I was trying to be a good co-parent and give you options out of my free time. From now on, though, I will ensure to pick times that work for me when you fail to tell me your plans in the court-ordered time. You can visit baby Thursday at 4. I have already told you that time does not work for me. I am going to contact my attorney to document your refusal to properly co-parent and your blatant attempt to deny me of a relationship with baby. Hi, Ms. Blank. This is Tina from the daycare calling about baby. Is this a good time? Of course. Is she okay? She's doing great. I do have a man and woman at the front office, though, asking to see her. They are stating that the man is baby's father and it is his court-ordered visitation time with baby. I told them that I would need to confirm that because I do not have an updated court order in her file, and they were unable to provide me one that showed his visitation time. Thank you so much for calling me. No, it is not his time. He is on supervised visits, and obviously I would never agree to have his visits supervised at her daycare. Okay, That is what we needed then. I will let Dad and his partner know that we cannot facilitate a visit with baby and send them on their way. Thanks so much. Sorry for bothering you at work.
Hi,
I'm
Miss
honestly
Blank.
not sure.
This is
He
Tina
was
again.
never
I'm
physically
so
violent
sorry
with
for
me,
bothering
but
you.
I'm going
I
to
was
have
just
someone
wanting to
come
give you a
grab
call
baby
back
for
to
me
ask
so
if
she
there is
isn't there
anything
for
in
any of
particular
this.
we should know about baby's father and stepmom.
Just that he only has supervised visits currently, so he is not allowed to pick up baby from school. Is everything okay? Well, we had told them no visit with baby and asked them to leave about an hour ago. But one of the girls went to their car on lunch break to grab something and saw that they are still sitting in the parking lot, and it seems as if they were arguing. We just didn't know if he had a history of violence or if we should be worried about staff or student safety. We've already contacted local police to make them leave, just waiting on their arrival.
It is my legal right to see my child at her daycare. They have an open door policy with parents. I am a parent, and I demand to know what you said to them to have them refuse me access to my child.
They are aware that currently you do not have any physical custody of baby. They have to abide by the court order. It's nothing personal against you. They just have to do what the order states. Then why did I see your fuking friend take baby and leave while I was busy being accosted by the police? Because the daycare was concerned that you were loitering in their parking lot for a sketchy reason, and I didn't want baby to be involved in whatever was going to happen if you were. So you give non-relatives access to baby at school and not her father. I demand you to call and fix this sheet. You can tell them you allow me to see my child. No. Then I will keep showing up until they let me see my child.